Yes. Hello, Zimbabwe. Mukasei. Tinoimba kuti mamutswa zvakanaka, mamukasei. Can you please confirm if you can hear me? Can you please confirm if you can hear me? Right, just write a comment if you can hear me well, loud and clear. So the news reaching us is that Moreblessing Ali killers, or killer, Pius Jamba, has been arrested by the police of Zimbabwe, by the Zimbabwe Republic Police. So it has been confirmed that he got arrested and he is now in police custody. And it is our hope and belief that we are going to find justice. We are going to see him going behind bars for a very long time. We just hope and believe that it is not going to be another catch and release, because the killers of Boneni Ncube, they are roaming out in the streets. They are out, they are free. And it's so sad that we have people who murder somebody and they are free, intimidating other people in different communities. So I don't know if you can hear me loud and clear. Please confirm through the comment section if you can hear me loud and clear. So if you check in the description box, we have a link here, Momo. If you want to be part of this discussion, you can use that link to be part of this discussion. Also, you can use a link, Iripapapo, to subscribe to our affiliate YouTube page where we are posting short videos. And this platform is only for live videos, and for other short updates, you have to go and subscribe to ABTN News. So we are so happy. It has been confirmed that the killer has been arrested. So that is a new development we have right now. I'm still waiting for your confirmation. Can you please confirm that if you can hear me loud and clear? Please, can somebody just write a comment so that I know kuti muri kunyatsondinzwa. So ngati like this video, please like, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring the bell and to share. So Andisuza muri kufungei pamusoro penyaya itudzei in the comment section. What do you think? Are we going to have justice in this matter? So I'm going to read the police confirmation, and they said the Zimbabwe Republic Police has arrested accused Pius Jamba this morning in connection with the callous murder of Moreblessing Ali. A detailed statement will be released during the course of the day. So thank you, Jack Ngwenya. You did confirm that you can hear me loud and clear. Thank you very much for the confirmation. Yeah, so the police are saying that they've arrested the accused, and they are waiting to release a more detailed statement, which will state where he got arrested, the circumstances, etc. And we are hoping that he is going to appear in court probably this week for proper remand. So I think today is Tuesday. Today's Thursday. Yeah. So I believe that by tomorrow he will be in court. He will appear in court by tomorrow for proper remand. And that is where we are going to see the seriousness of the state, because those after the initial remand, we will begin to see bail applications being made, etc. And that will determine whether we are going to have justice in this matter, because once he is given bail, chances are slim that he will be located once again, because from 24 May, from the 25th of May, where a report was made, up to this day, no arrest was made, which means maybe it was difficult to find him, or the police was not so serious, or there were interferences within the political cycles. And because of the pressure being given by the CCC leadership, they might have been forced to arrest him at last. So the questions people are asking is that, are we going to see justice? That is question number one. Question number two is, are we going to know the people who are working with Pius Jamba? Are we going to know the real motive behind the killing? Is he going to admit that indeed he killed her? Or is he going to name or point fingers and say, I was sent by someone else? Or he is going to deny the allegations completely? And I don't know if the state prosecutors are going to lead the evidence very well and make sure that they prosecute this matter very well to an extent where we will get justice. So these are the things we have been saying that the police would have saved a lot of things by quickly acting, by quickly apprehending Pius Jamba. They would have done a lot of things, saved a lot of things, saved violence, saved time, saved emotions, everything you might think of in this matter. We have seen that the police proceeded to arrest Job Sikhala, impounded his car, and denied him or denied his wife access to him simply for advocating for the arrest of these murderers, for simply advocating for a quick arrest of Pius Jamba, who is the co-accused in this matter. It took so long for the police to act. It took so long for the police to arrest Pius Jamba. And that leaves us with a lot of questions to say, are we going to see justice in this matter? So questions being asked here is that Pius Jamba is seen wearing regalia, ZANU-PF regalia. How did the police reach to the conclusion that he was not a member of ZANU-PF? And that is very important. How did the police reach to a point where they exonerated the other accused without questioning him before they even interview Pius Jamba? So those are the issues which are going to be answered here, whether he was acting solo or he was acting on instructions. But if he confirms that he indeed worked under instructions, are we going to see that information being leaked out to the public? Are we going to see that information being discussed with the people? So I don't know if you have any question you need us to address at this moment. You can kindly just write in the comment section. Just write in the comment section if you have any question you believe that we should address. So here, I would want to go to other facts being raised. Zim-I is saying, why are you excluding the fact that Pius Jamba he had already handed himself in by 6 a.m. this morning, 11 hours after the SABC broadcast exposing the police behavior, and Pius Jamba having enjoyed over 3 weeks of freedom with police knowing his hideout? This is Zim-I asking the police, why is it that the police is not mentioning that he handed himself to the police this morning by 6 a.m.? That is another issue being raised here, Oro. So, Panapa, another issue is that Anzi, it is the police which asked the Pius Jamba to hand himself to them, where he was going to be safe, and realized later that when tempers fed, as he was likely going to be caught up and killed by mobs. And indeed, it's true. The other version is that it might be likely that people were now hunting Pius Jamba, and because his whereabouts were known, it was no longer safe for him to be out there. So he decided to hand himself over to the police. This is just an opinion by some people. They believe that's what they believe. So there is another issue of ZANU-PF thugs who are seen with guns, who took photos with guns, and the other person is a candidate in the just ended Zengeza council elections. He is pictured holding a gun, and people are questioning the safety of the people. Kuti zirikumbo famba say, okay, hanzi pana Edgar Brim mutudzewo mhuri yekwa aliru bvuma kuviga before Sikhala is released. Yeah, I think we'll come up later in the afternoon to see how the society is responding, how everybody is responding, the political spheres, the family, the police, everyone. We want to see how people are responding. And moreover, we want to have a detailed police report so that we give you the circumstances according to the police report. Kuti ivo zvinhu zvacho zvanga zvichinyatso sei, but we will definitely consider that information. We'll look for that information regarding the release of Job Sikhala, because he was arrested for advocating for the release or for the arrest of the suspect. And before Moreblessing Ali was arrested or was buried. So that is his crime. He also called for the avenging spirit of Moreblessing Ali to make sure that she kill or she fights back the killers, and he arrested for that. So I don't know which clause they use within the constitution of Zimbabwe to arrive at determining that Job Sikhala committed a crime. Also, I don't know why his car was impounded, because his wife was left stranded in Harare yesterday, and the situation is getting worse by the day. So this shows the importance of unity. This shows the importance of people coming together with one cause. So you can actually see that if citizens are united, they can make things work. They can make Zimbabwe progress, because from the 25th, when a report was made, people were telling the truth with Pius Jamba different information leads, but no arrest was made timelessly. And after a very long time, after a very huge struggle, we are seeing reports suggesting that he's arrested, but he handed himself over. Because he's in fear that he might be beaten by the people, or people might decide to have mob justice on him. So that is the situation we have at this moment. That is the update we have. So I'm going to take 2 or 3 questions before we end this live broadcast. I'm going to take 2 or 3 questions. If you have any question, you are free to come through with your question through the comment section. If you want to add your voice on this platform, there is a link in the description box. You can follow that link, and we will add you live on this platform. Then we hear what you have to say. So I'm trying to find out. Okay, before I go, I need to clear another very important issue. There is an issue being raised by ZANU-PF, where they are saying Moreblessing Ali was part of ZANU-PF, or was in a ZANU-PF cells. And I need to make this clear. It is not possible for Moreblessing Ali to be a ZANU-PF member. Why? If you check the ZANU-PF cell registers, everybody living in the peri-urban areas or in the rural areas, they belong to ZANU-PF. Everybody belongs to ZANU-PF. Why do I say so? They use my registers as a book. Myself, if you go to Mamisha, you find yourself with urimu register as a book. And urim register as a book, that same register is being used by ZANU-PF as their cell register. The proof is that Sabuku ndiye chairperson we-cell kumamisha. Sabuku is the chairperson of each and every cell kumamisha. That is the reason why you see, even if inini ndichisupporta CCC, ndikaenda kumusha during the primary elections ZANU-PF, ndogona kutenda nonovhota pama-primary elections avo. Why? Zita rangu riri mu-cell register. Vanotozondirambidza kuvhota if I am a very well-known CC supporter in that area. Ndopavanotozondirambidza kuvhota. But that does not remove me from their cell register. Why? They use it as a bait to collect money. So each and every time they come, Sabuku achiti ndikuda $2, mari iyoyo inonosubmitwa kuZANU-PF yoendeswa kuvakuru. So out of 36,000 Sabukus we have, you'd see that ZANU-PF collects at least $3.6 million every year. At least $3.6 million every year. Yavano collector from vanhu vari kugara mumamisha through the subbucles. At least, I said at least because other subbucles, they have households and are over 50. So that is how they do their things. So the reason why they want everybody to be involved is to make sure that you pay your dollar or your $2. Everybody contributes. So musha wega wega will pay $2, and each and every individual akura aripa musha ipapa will pay $1. So at least they will raise around 3.6 million. That is the reason why you see them coming saying she was part of ZANU PF, she was in the ZANU PF cells. Yet everybody in the peri-urban areas or in the rural areas is regarded as a member of ZANU PF automatically, just because the Sabuku is the chairperson of the cell. So that issue has been answered, that issue has been cleared, and I believe that you have understood the reason why the ZANU PF people are trying to blackmail us, saying that you cannot claim Moreblessing Ali to be yours. So the question is, if she was your member, why is it that you failed to act in time to apprehend her killer? Why is it that you are arresting people like Job Sikhala? Why are you being violent? Why are you beating people? So you can actually see that they're trying to coerce people. They're trying to force people. So here is the position of the CCCC regarding the arrest of Honorable Job Sikhala. They're demanding an immediate release of Honorable Job Sikhala and Honorable Godfrey Sitole. So that is their demand. That is what they are asking for. So tinashe Tajija ndina kuzonyatsoona kuti wanga uchida kuti chii panapa. Can you please finish your sentence so that if you have anything, we can respond to you accordingly, right, on this platform. So that is the official position. And CCC, they are saying they are demanding an immediate release of Honorable Job Sikhala and Honorable Godfrey Sitole. So I believe that they must be arrested. They committed no crime. They stood by the people. They defended the will of the people. They defended the will of the family, Moreblessing Ali, because Job Sikhala is the family lawyer. He does have the responsibility to make sure that the family is protected, to make sure that the family is not intimidated, the family is safe from any threats or from any form of harm. So let's go. Timbonoona kuti, is there any other important issue here? At this moment, I believe that we have exhausted everything. So I don't see any question. I don't see any guest or anybody who wants to be part of this live broadcast, which means we are safe to log out at this moment. We are safe to end this broadcasting at this moment. So before you go, please go into the link of this video. There is our affiliate channel there. Please help us reach 1,000 subscribers by just subscribing. There is a link there. It is ABTN News. That is where we are posting our short videos. Here on this platform, we are only doing live broadcast, live programs. That is what we can do from this platform. So for other updates, please go to ABTN News and please make sure that you subscribe and you ring the bell so that you don't miss out when we post updates, when you do or we go live. So Team Zimbabwe, to those who are asking, Kutiwanga Pinda Safe Live, there is a link in the description box. If you use that link, I automatically see Kutiwa Wea Panapa and I will add you and you give your voice to the people of Zimbabwe. We just hope that we are going to find justice in this case, because as I mentioned earlier, the killers of Mboneni Ngube are roaming around freely. The looters of gold in the nation of Zimbabwe, they are roaming in the streets freely. Henrietta Shua was caught with 6 kg gold. Nothing is happening to her. She is free. She is leading a very powerful organization which deals with gold. So you can actually see from that from those issues, Kuti, there is no justice. Only the people who are speaking against ill treatment of the people of Zimbabwe, who are speaking against injustice, are the people who are being arrested. So I don't know Kuti zvingafamba sei. So Honorable Job Sikhala is appearing court manje. He is supposed to appear in court, and there is a heavy police presence. According to newszimbabwe.com, there is heavy police presence at Rotten Row Court. So that is what is happening in Harare. Those are the nuggets. Pana memory Ncube mwari pindurai. Thank you very much, Memory Ncube. So I'm trying to find out who is here with us so that I can add that person. So I'm trying to add someone here. Okay, I'm trying to add someone here.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. I don't know if you can hear me loud and clear.
I can hear you clearly.
It's okay. So I just want to ask the viewers if they are not hearing an echo from our discussion. Please, can you confirm if there is no echo, my viewers? Please, someone tell us Jacob apana an echo irikuya so that we produce quality audio here. So Mkoma Jacob, how do you view this issue? Can you please tell us in brief your views and your thoughts about what is really happening in the nation of Zimbabwe, especially regarding the issue of Job Sikhala and the murder of Moreblessing Ali? Are we going to see justice happening?
No, actually, I'm still following what has been happening because I've just joined. So I think I still need to follow what other people have been saying, and then maybe later on I can then comment.
Okay. What is happening is that the police are now just announced that they have arrested the killer, the suspect in this matter, and Pius Jamba. He has been arrested. Other sources are suggesting that, or are claiming that he handed himself over to the police just because he was in fear. Okay, I have noted Mkoma Jeremiah Makaza. I'm going to deal with that issue. So that is what is happening. The police confirmed that they've arrested him and they are going to come up with a comprehensive report. But the question is, how do you view this issue? Are we going to have justice in Zimbabwe, given that people who killed Mboneni Ncube, they are walking out scot-free and they are roaming in the streets?
I think, can you hear me?
Go ahead, please. I'm going to mute myself so that we don't produce another echo. So you can speak.
Okay, thank you so much. I think first and foremost, what is important as far as I'm concerned is that as Zimbabweans, we should know that before we belong to any political party, we are Zimbabweans. That's the first thing that we should know. And in my own view, I think this is the missing link in our Zimbabwean politics. Because what happens is that, you know, when people look at each other, they view the next person as an enemy because, you know, because they have divergent views politically. So maybe coming back to the question that you have asked me, we may not really see justice happening because of what I've actually said. Because people who are on this political divide and on the other political divide, they actually view each other as enemies. That's number one. Number two, we've also realized or noted a situation where the police at times, they are not really, they are not really fair in the application of the law. So, in this particular case, the expectation is that, the police, at least for once, they do what they're supposed to do. But of course, we also expecting that, there is justice that happens to Honorable Job Sikhala. Because, he has been doing a great job because remember, as a lawyer, he has also been trying to help the Ali family so that at least, they articulate issues that they feel, as the aggrieved party. So maybe my view is that, justice may not be delivered as expected, and it's really unfortunate.
Yeah, I do agree with the points you are raising, Kuma Jacob, because indeed we are making ourselves enemies. Because my belief or my understanding was that my wife can support a different political party and I can support another political party, and that must not make us enemies. So there is too much polarization, and I agree with you. And we are just going to look forward to see whether we are going to see justice in Honorable Job Sikhala's case, and also Moreblessing Ali's case. So we are going to look forward and see if the courts are going to be fair, are going to be impartial, or they are going to continue as well serving ZANU-PF as usual. So the most determining part will be the bail issue of the suspect. Are we going to see him being given bail? That will decide what is going to next. But I would want to ask one question, Koma Jacob, before we end this broadcast. What can be done to make sure that as Zimbabweans we find each other, as Zimbabweans we agree without using violence, intimidation, and all other sorts? Can you please assist us in your views? What can be done regarding that issue?
Thank you so much. I think there's some echo there. All right. No, that's fine. Thank you very much. I think first and foremost, what we need to do is to be ourselves. That's the first thing. What do I mean? I mean, we have to go to the basics of life, the basics of Ubuntu, the basics of the fact that, people's lives matter. People's lives are important. Nothing is more important than, someone's life. So the first thing that we also need to do is, as a people, we should appreciate each other. As a people, we should tolerate each other. As a people, we should accept that, we have divergent views. We have divergent opinions in the way we look at things. So before we do that, I think there is no hope. Because what also happens is that our leaders at times they betray us. When I'm saying leaders, I'm referring to leaders from the political divide. Because what I would expect is leadership that will reprimand followers. I like what our president, Advocate Chamisa, said during the funeral when he was addressing. He was preaching peace, peace. And that's what we would have expecting to, even from other political parties, so that at least, their followers, they would know that this is a no-go area. But unfortunately, we don't see that happening at times in other parties. So, there's a lot of hate speech. There's a lot of, intolerance that is exhibited by people. So the first thing that we need to do, maybe answering your question, is that let's be tolerant to each other. Let's accept our divergence in political views. Let's make sure that we become Zimbabweans first before we have or we belong to any political party. Until that happens, my brother, we are not going anywhere. That's my submission. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nkoma Jacob. Thank you so much for contributing. Thank you so much for coming through I really, really, really appreciate, and I hope that we will continue having such conversations. So he did raise very important issues that we need to continue being peaceful, but the political leaders must make sure that they rein in their supporters to be peaceful as well. So point taken, and I hope that every progressive CCC is going to take that advice and make sure that we are peaceful. We go to the elections peacefully, because ZANU-PF does know that indeed time has come for them to go. So victory is certainly coming. That is the reason why they are trying by all means to delay it. But we have gone out of time. So Mkoma Jacob, thank you very much. We need to end this broadcast here. I think we will come back on other issues. Today we have a lot of issues to cover. Let's come back some other time and explore more. So Team Zimbabwe, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for joining us. We are ending this broadcast here, and we are going to come back in a few minutes. So in the link, please go and make sure that you subscribe to our another platform, ABTN News. And also don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.